What is going on, Raiders? The Boss here, and today we are fighting against the so-called Soul Eater with an almost fully upgraded Stronghold 10 on tier 40, with just a small amount of items. I have to admit that this guy can be a real pain in the ass when he drops below 25%, because then he enters a rage mode where he's spitting fire over huge distance, which makes him so hard to beat. But with this base layout, which you can see right now, he ain't gonna be that tough anymore. So let's jump right into the fight on tier 37, because there I'm gonna be talking about some tips and tricks which will make your life easier when fighting against him, and afterwards we'll check out a full fight on tier 40. So first of all, I think this base layout is a very good one, because no matter from which side Soul Eater will enter it, he will definitely make his way up to the middle through that gap which I've created, which means that you don't have to do any additional corrections to his path by placing some troops. The only thing we need to do there is wait until he gets there. So if you want to copy this base layout, simply click on the link in the description and you'll get there right away. That being said, we can focus now on the main aspects of this base and what it makes so effective against him. So when we analyze the abilities of Soul Eater, it is obvious that there is a critical breaking point when he starts to act like a flamethrower. Therefore it is necessary to get rid of him exactly at that point as fast as possible, because otherwise it is going to be very likely that he's going to burn down your stronghold. And that is explaining why I left there a gap within my wall defense, because I was planning to let him move through that exactly to the position in the center where every tower will shoot at him. This gives the advantage of using up my entire potential firepower, and through that increases the chance of a fast defeat of him. Alright, like you can see, I've activated the Dragon Cannon already in advance to slow him down with the snowball when he comes closer to the center, in order to decrease his health even before he gets there. And this becomes very important when reaching high rounds, because this means that he stays in the center for less time and also prevents him from killing a lot of my bunker troops, which determines victory or defeat. So when he destroys the last Sky Harpoon and moves on to the gold bunker right behind it, it's gonna trigger a freezing trap, and that's the signal to get ready for the fight. For that one, I was saving up my snowball ammunition and threw it on him right after he wasn't frozen anymore. Then I was dropping all my 58 raiders on him, and lastly, for further support, I've activated the poison weapon. The next thing we can do is waiting for the Soul Eater to get down to 25% health. But before we get there, I just want to give you a list of buffs you can use instead of the poison weapon or with it, because it is easy to reach round 36 by only using the Dragon Cannon, but afterwards he's getting way too strong to beat him without additional supportive items. So you can also use the Crystal Skull to increase the damage done by the tower, but unfortunately I don't have a picture of it, so just imagine it to be in that left area where the other buffs are. Then there's also the Giant Potion, which has a similar effect like the Gore Axe. Also the Fire Burst Potion can come in handy, which let your troops explode when they die, which deals additional damage to Soul Eater. And lastly, like in my previous Soul Eater, or how he was called in the past Inferno videos, I've been using quite a lot the Honey Potion, which is going to slow down the Titan. You can see there are a lot of good items, and if you have them you can make it up to very high tier easily when you experiment around with them, and unfortunately I can't do that because I don't have enough of them. So now let's jump to the most important stage in this fight, where Soul Eater has only 25% health left. Like you can see, I've not activated another Dragon Cannon, and I didn't use the snowball for a long time because I've saved them up exactly for this moment. As soon as Soul Eater has only 26% health left, I'm dropping my first snowball on him, and directly afterwards I was activating the Dragon Cannon, which supplies me directly with another one. And after a few seconds I was also throwing it on the Titan, in order to win time to let my towers and raiders finish him. But unfortunately that was not the case, and because of that I've decided to use my Honey Potion on him, as he's becoming incredibly fast in that rage mode. Even though you can see right now that I was in big trouble, you have to consider that I was using almost only low level items. So if you have, for example, a 5-star Dragon Cannon, you can use the snowball more often, and therefore he will not have such a destructive impact. And when we are now speaking again of buffs, some of you might have noticed that I've missed the most effective weapon against Soul Eater, the Ice Weapon, which is getting now shown in full fight video. hope you've enjoyed this video and that it'll help you to get on a higher tier against this titan. However, if you don't have such an advanced stronghold as I do, simply click on that other Soul Eater video which you can see right now, which is going to show you a different but also effective strategy against him. I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumb up to let me know what you like. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. This is it from me. Have a great raid. Peace out.